I'm Dr. Steve Monroe, your host and advisor for Business Performance Brief. At Monroe Business Performance Group, we found a need to provide insight into better workplace performance through short informational videos like this one. Today's topic is employee problem, symptom, or source. I want to start with a fictional story to help explore our topic. Let's say you're a manager in a large warehouse with several employees. Some days it feels a lot like herding cats. The two employees having a verbal fight on the warehouse floor makes this task even more complicated, maybe even miserable. Someone did something that the other didn't like, creating conflict. The first few days weren't that bad. Slight verbal jab here, quick insult there. However, now comes day 3. It appears these two are getting close to trading blows, even having an actual fight. You knew you should have approached these two early on when you first became aware of the conflict. You didn't. Now look where you are. You do what you should have done when you first heard the conflict occur. You call both employees back into your office and you ask the simplest of questions. So it appears the two of you are having an issue. Care to share? Employee number 1 says employee number 2 made a snide remark about employee number 1's forklift driving. Employee number 2 responds with, "Well, it's true." You think to yourself, really? You listen to the comments and concerns from both employees. You then decide what you're hearing is a symptom of a problem rather than a source of a problem. So what's the difference? We define symptom for our purposes as an indicator or a sign that a problem exists. For instance, let's use a different example. If your team has low morale, that's a sign of a problem. Now, low morale didn't happen by itself, and it's certainly not going to take care of itself. You need to ask yourself, what is the underlying source of the problem? Why the low morale? Perhaps the source of low morale might be that the employees are experiencing heavy overtime, or they're bored, or there's pending layoffs, that sort of thing. Therefore, as demonstrated in this example, the symptom indicates that there is a problem and the problem is the source. You need to dig deep to find out what the source of the problem is. Let's return to our original story. As the manager of these two employees, you ask yourself, is what I'm hearing employee number 1 complaining about employee number 2 making fun of their forklift driving? Is this a symptom of a problem or a source of a problem? You decide to find out. You excuse employee number 2 so you can have a private conversation with employee number 1. The source of the problem, as it turns out, is that employee number 1's going through a divorce. A tricky bit of business. As you listen to employee number 1 tell their tale regarding the ensuing divorce, convinced you found the source of the problem, you decide this is an issue way beyond your scope of responsibility. You ask if you can connect employee number 1 with the company's employee assistance program in hopes of getting them additional help. That done, based on what you can offer, now you return to employee number 2. It's none of their business why employee number 1 began the verbal altercation. Still, you need employee number 2 to apologize for the rude comment, and employee number 1 needs to apologize for responding so severely. Now, what did we learn from this fictional but realistic story? If you come across an issue with employees acting out or not appearing to be themselves, ask yourself, is what I'm seeing a symptom of a problem or the source of a problem? Take the time to find out. Some problems you can fix, some you cannot. Regardless, you can be the leader and guide for the employee, moving them toward a potential solution in whatever form that takes. Let's practice identifying symptom or source. An employee gets frustrated with a simple task, but then threatens to quit because they will never get it right. Is that a symptom or a source of a problem? Symptom. They appear to be catastrophizing a simple task. There must be more to the story. It's time for some sympathetic one-on-one conversation. Next, the employee becomes moody following the death of a parent. Symptom or source? Source. Yeah, all you can do here is offer support and time off for grief. An employee who is normally highly productive becomes very unproductive over the course of a few weeks. Is this a symptom or source of a problem? Symptom. A casual and very private conversation might help determine what the source of the change might be. Okay, we have time for one more. The employee is not acting like their normal jovial self following the hospitalization of a child. Is this a symptom of a problem or a source of a problem? Source. No big secret here. Some support and time off to be with their child is necessary for this situation. All right. I think you got it. Now it's your turn to make use of the symptom or source decisions on your own. Well done. If you like this video, please take a quick second and click the like button. Do click the subscribe button if you'd like to get more insight from other business performance briefs like this one. Thanks for watching.